So Chris, old school picker, he put a whammy on us. Stick around and watch what he did. All right, this next cell is kind of a fun one. It's deer pong. This big boy here. You're just asking for it to be broken. It is Christina's birthday. Hi, welcome back to Trading Post. I'm Scott. My wife Christina's over there.
Hi.
This is going to be a what sold video Monday through Thursday, unless it gets to be quite a bit, and I'll split it up like I did on the last two what solds. But we got some pretty good sales already coming in. A lot of orders, but some of them are not really high dollar. But we do have some good ones. So stick around. Let's see what we got. What?
I said we're liquidating.
Yeah. As you can tell with the popcorn going on, it's starting to rain again. So I'll try to make this somewhat quick so that way this won't be too annoying. But first off is a Heritage Glen Department 56. It's New England Village Series. This is Sleepy Hollow School. This is part of the Department 56 group that we got for about $3 a piece. We got so many pieces I don't even know how many, but we probably still got 20 to 30 left. But this one sold for $14.96. This is a Toy Factory stuffed animal. This is actually Sleepy from the Seven Drawers. Here's a tag. It does have the Toy Factory stamp on the bottom with the Walt Disney tag on the other side. But we got this at the house down in Florida where the lady's parents have passed away. And we got 3 or 4 big garbage bags full of stuffed animals. So we're probably into him for 50 cents, maybe less. But he sold for $7. Next is a somewhat new, the package is ripped, but it's a tapestry throw type. It's a Christmas one with Santa Claus on it. And it does come with a matching pillow. This was part of my cousin's estate. It sold for $28.40. So the rain's picking up. I may have to stop recording if it gets too much louder. But this is part of my cousin's estate as well. This Snoopy Christmas hat with tags, and it sold for $13.50. Alright, next up is another Hallmark keepsake. It's a classic. It's Troy Aikman's Football Legends. We sold 2 of them, 2 different people. He was one of the most accurate passers of his time. Did win a couple Super Bowls with the Cowboys, and one for Jerry Jones. Who knows, Jimmy Johnson might still be there and have a few more Super Bowls, but yeah, him and Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin was probably the first 3-headed monster you probably saw in sports, or actually they related it to that. Anyway, both of them sold for $5.24 each. Is a Boy Scout mug. It's 1977 Dixie Fellowship, Boy Scouts of America, Unalii, Troop 236. We got a bunch of these down in Florida, probably 100 of them. Might be into them for 50 cents a piece. It might be a little bit less. But this one sold for $7.50, and we probably still have half of them left. Here is a Ohio State Buckeyes t-shirt. It's still wrapped up, sorry, so you can't see it all. But I kind of figured now that they're in the playoffs for college that it would probably sell. We got this for like 75 cents at a thrift store down in Florida, and it sold for $7.50. They've been playing good all year, but I don't know, Georgia's D is pretty tough, so it might be the last game they play this year. This is Helen Henny, 11-inch stuffed animal from the Chuck E. Cheese series. We got her on the $2 fill a bag, all the stuffed animals you can get. So probably 50 cents into her, and she sold for $4.97. All right, this next sale is kind of a fun one. It's going to be a little difficult to box it up. It was on 4 different orders, but same person. So I may not combine completely. I might do one large piece by itself and the other 3 by separate. This is the Members Mark pieces. I don't know if you guys saw, but I just sold a piece, I think, on the last video. But we're into it for $30. I think the last piece was 20 of it, so we're 2/3 of the way there. It might be a little bit less, but even halfway. But with this purchase, it definitely puts us over the top. Altogether, this was just shy $64, so just these 4 pieces alone, we've already doubled our money. But first is a little figurine. It's a lady helping a child. I don't have the separate prices handy, but the total was like $64. It's 3 palm trees. And I did make a note of this palm tree. It has a little crack in it, but it can easily be glued. Little canopy with a workplace inside, stone place. This big boy here. It's very pretty. And does come with the light as well. So I might box this one up by itself, and then the other pieces in a separate box. I don't know. I guess see what works best. Then at least I can combine the shipping on those other 3 and send him a little bit of money back. We'll see how it goes. But that's all we have for Monday. We've already got a couple orders in for Tuesday, because this is Tuesday now. I'm gonna stop and just get this stuff boxed up and get off to the post office. But keep watching, see what else we sell. All right, this is Thursday now. It is Christina's birthday, so everybody give her a shout out and tell her happy birthday. Mine was Sunday, and we're 4 days apart, same year. So it's pretty wild that we're that close, same year. My first name's Christopher, hers is Christina, so it's a lot of coincidences, but couldn't be any happier. And she's not in here right now, so babe, when you're watching this, I love you and happiest birthdays. All right, first up we have a Punisher DVD. This is a bunch of leftover DVDs that when we had to store. Not making a whole lot of money on them. We might be into them for $1 a piece. It is in really good shape. It has a little bit of writing on the case, but it sold for $2.21. It's medium L. We might make $1 on it. Next is My Cousin's Estate. This is a party light. It's Stony Harbor. And the beauty about these are they still come with the original box and the styrofoam. Let me see if I can get the top around of it. I got a bad history of dropping things here lately, so I'm going to try not to break this one. This is a little topper that sits on top. It's pretty heavy, but again, nothing into it because it's from my cousin's estate and the money will go back to the family. This one sold for $13.46. And another one from my cousin's estate. This is a metal snowflake. It's a stocking holder for the mantle. And it sold for $12.75. We do have one more of these, but these are very stout. The original price on it was $20. And it came from, I can't read it. I don't have my glasses on and I know they're right here. But anyway, we did have 2 of these. I'm surprised this late in the year these are starting to sell, but it's good. It's another $12, or after fees and everything, probably another $11 back to the family. If you've been watching, we had a Pooh stocking that sold like within 12 hours. It wasn't the same one, but it's very similar, probably the same age. It did have the Disney stamp on the back. It sold very quick for like $29. Well, we found another one, I think the same day that we sold that one. This one's very cute as well. He's on this his sled, little snowflakes falling, plaid. Same thing with this Disney stamp on the back, and it sold probably within 2 days for $24.75. Here is a 1977 Boy Scouts of America mug. It's the America's Bicentennial Heritage 1975 to 1977. This came in a lot of probably 50 to 80 Boy Scout mugs. We got dirt cheap. Christina was kind of questioning me a little bit when I bought them. Actually, when I was thinking of them, and the girl I think was a reseller at one time. This was down in Florida, and she was just wanting to try to get rid of everything. They were absolutely filthy. It took me forever to get them all clean. But when she gave me an offer, I'm wanting to say it was like $20 for all of them. So it's probably less than 50 cents each into these. For nostalgia purposes, I think they were awesome. But it is in fairly good shape. There's a little bit of a staining up here where the lip would go, I guess. But it sold for $7.49. All right, next is from Classic Cards. This is a Hallmark ornament. It's Hoop Stars. Shaquille O'Neal. It sounds as if he does so much for the community. I know at one point, I don't know if he still is, he was an honorary deputy down in Miami. And we were watching Dante, Prison of Prophets, 60 Days In. And he was down in that area in Atlanta as, I think it was a public relations something. I can't remember exactly what he was, but he was associated with the prison that Dante was at. He's just constantly trying to do more and more for the community. So, you know, these guys, they don't necessarily just play sports, but especially like Shaq, he does a lot for the community, and he's just constantly trying to make things a lot better for everybody. But we're into this for a little bit less than $2, and it sold for $3.75. So after eBay takes their fees, we might make 50 cents on it, maybe. Two more from my cousin's estate. These are very pretty. They're white, velvety, new tags. But again, this is part of my cousin's estate. They sold for $16.50. She did lot them together as two. It wasn't quantity of, you know, you had to go out and buy both of them separate. They were put together in the listing. So not too bad on this one. Here is a new tag, little Hulk plush. And it's from Marvel. Not sure the year, but we got this at the lady's house where her parents had passed away, and she was just trying to clean it out. She had been coming into our store and buying some things from us, and she knew that what we did, so she invited us over to her house, and this is where we got 3 to 5 bags of plush. Pretty cheap, so we're probably in him for like a quarter. And he sold for $5.50. You saw in the last video, I had the Jeff Gordon Dasher, where it sits on the dash. It's like a bobblehead. Well, this is a Bobby Labonte, and it is new, carded. This made the trip with us. This is belongs to my dad that I was selling for him when he was down in Florida. It's not a whole lot, but Dad, if you're watching, a couple more dollars in your pocket. This one sold for $5. I'm not sure where we get this next one. We've had it for a while, I think, but it's never been opened. It's deer pong, like beer pong, only he has the cups up on his antlers. And I think he hackles you too, because on the back it says your aim is staggering. Get your head in the game, mine is. But it is new. Still can't remember where we got it from. But it sold for $7.50. Alright, next is a LL Bean jacket. On the haul video, you noticed there was a little bit of a stain that was on this one. She went ahead and packed it up and sealed it, so that way the smell or nothing can actually damage it any more than what it was. But we got this one, I believe, at Goodwill for $5. It's worth more than what we took the offer for. It's probably worth $37, $38 damaged. If it didn't have the stain on it, it'd probably be worth $45 or so. We're just trying to move inventory and anything that's larger that takes up space. We took an offer of $27 on this, and it's easy to pack because she's already did the hard part. I could just slide in the envelope and send it out. Christina got these at a yard sale for $2. They're Columbia sandals, waterproof. There's no leather or anything on it, and they're women's size 8. I think they're called Omni, and they sold for $15.75. All right, we got some more of the Members Mark pieces that sold. This is a little well piece. It's got a little piece of cloth that hangs there. It's crazy because I got everything listed still except for the figurines, but I've had messages asking, you know, I had 7 pieces at the time of the village pieces, not counting the individuals. Somebody said, okay, if I buy 6 of your pieces, will you combine shipping? And I was honest with them. You know, they're pretty big, they're pretty heavy. You're just asking for it to be broken if you put them all together. And I explained to him that I would do the larger piece and maybe one small piece and a second larger piece, something like that, to where I know I can pack it right. And they're like, well, it was going to be this much money and $160 shipping. Is that right? I don't want to get tied into committing to something. And I just flat out told him that I can't promise what the shipping is because of, I don't know how I'm going to pack it yet. But I did tell him whatever shipping was, if it's cheaper the way I pack it, or it will be cheaper the way I pack it, but I just don't know the cost, then I would refund them the difference. But they never responded back. And then somebody else came right after that and asked for 3 pieces. And I explained to them again that I'll pack it if they want me to, but it's not suggested because of the weight and the better chance of breaking. So they've kind of blown me off, which is fine. But this piece alone, again, we got into all of it for $30. We've already made our money back on it, probably double. But this piece alone sold for $17. This little guy is a Cornyware Spice of Life. He is 2 3/4 cup P-43B. But she got this at a yard sale for maybe a quarter. And it kind of surprised me. I figured it'd be worth a little bit more. But with the sale going on, it sold for $3.75. A lot of low dollar stuff today. This is a back to basic smoothie blender. This is a top for it. We got the whole blender. We've already sold one piece. I'm making money back on it. I think we spent $3 on the whole thing. But we parted it out because to me it's easier to ship things than try to put it all together and take a chance on it breaking. But we parted this one out. We've had this one for about 6 weeks and it sold for $3.60. Again, we're already in the profit before this. We got more coming in today, which is Thursday, and it will be included on this video. But I'm only pulling everything up to today because I don't want to spend too much time away from her since it's her birthday. But this is the last one all the way up to Wednesday. Again, we already got some orders coming on Thursday, but I'll add that on, and you'll probably see a change of clothes because I'll be down here tomorrow morning to do the rest of them. But this is a Hallmark keepsake 1939 Mobo horse. This is from Sidewalk Cruisers collection, and it's a 1998. It's made out of die cast. We got this in that huge auction lot, less than $2, and it sold for $6. All right, we have another Hallmark ornament. This one is a 1937 Steelcraft Auburn by Murray. And this is part of the bulk lot that was a little bit less than $2, but this is a multi-quality. I think we had 5 of these, I think. But this one sold for $4.49. Next is a vintage t-shirt. It's already packaged up, but it's a Get Your Kicks on Route 66 t-shirt, single stitch. It has a map. I know you can't see it, but it shows where Route 66 goes. But it is single stitch. We got it at a yard sale for 50 cents or less, and it sold for $15.80. Another shirt that's pre-packaged. I don't know if you can see it or not. This is actually a sweatshirt. It's an anime. It's a Demon Slayer. We got this and a couple other anime shirts at a yard sale for I think $1 a piece. We picked out 5 or 6. I think she liked 5 or 6 of them. We've already sold a couple, and this one sold for $9. Part of that Members Mark Bethlehem Village we got. This is just a single palm tree. We paid $30 for all of it. Got a lot of interest on it. Nobody's really, sold a couple, but nobody's really bought all of it like they said they were going to. But it will sell. But $30 for all of it. We've already sold enough to pay for it plus some. But this tree sold for $7. A Sterilite wrapping paper holder. We got this at the thrift store. Probably the next trip after we get all the vintage wrapping paper. Maybe $1 into this, maybe two at the most. But it sold for $26, $24 with the sale that we got going on. I know it's a little bit late in the year, but a nice little retail arbitrage, if you really wanted to. Big Lots has these. This is the 20 ornament holder. They have them in red. They sell them for $10 a piece. And we've already sold 2 of the red ones for like $26, $27. They can go up to $35, but we've already had the sale going on, so they sold for like $26. But if you really got to struggle to selling them, it still might not be too late because people want to pack up their ornaments after Christmas. But for $10 to flip real quick, retail arbitrage for $26 may not be something bad to look into. We found 2 more of the red ones, got them listed, and we have 2 of the green ones. So we're hoping to see them sell pretty quick. But the red ones you can get at Big Lots for $10, and probably flip them in a couple weeks if you want to go low at $25. You know, time and a half your money. Here's a pretty little perfume bottle. We've had this for a while. We got this at an estate sale down in Florida. Actually, I think I got it. She was still working at the time. If I remember correctly, he had a bunch of old ball cards there too, and they were outrageously priced. I was lucky to walk out with a couple things I did. But it's a nice little perfume bottle with the cap that comes off. Little purple bird on top. We paid $2 for it, and with the sale that we have going on right now, someone got it for $12.71. I should really make Christina do this one. She has a book fetish, especially kids books.
Yes, I I do.
She cannot pass them up. Baskets, boots, and kids' books. She drives me crazy. When we was in Florida, she was grabbing every single one of them she possibly could. I understand because we got 2 new grandsons, but
Wait, watch this.
it was getting a little out of hand. Hold on, she's going to bring some more books over here and show you. And this is just a fraction of it.
Here's one stack.
I bet she's probably, right before we left Florida, I bet she's probably picked up 200 books. The little golden books was the one that she would gravitate towards and grab them all. She's still digging more out.
Yeah, this one was a good set. And I'm missing one to this. But I can't find the one I sent the picture of.
There's,
I have to find it.
there's books coming out of the yin yang because they're everywhere. But
See, the other set is right back there
those
to
are
go
listed,
with
yeah.
this set.
We got a whole box over there full.
3 babies born within,
About 2.5 months.
yeah, within basically 2 months.
And now she's had another niece that's had another one within a year.
Yeah, another baby born with, so, I mean, you can't blame me.
And they're all boys.
Yeah, they're all boys. Yeah.
But yeah, we got books galore. So if you know anybody who loves the little golden books or Disney, and I'm sure there's probably another box or 2 somewhere else too. I mean, because
Plus the GoPro sitting on some books right now.
yeah, it actually is. She had to point that out. But the good thing is, these are in excellent shape. Almost every one of the books that she's got, none of them are damaged. It only looks like they've been read maybe a handful of times.
Yes, I don't buy them in bad condition.
So to figure them out, I'm thinking we probably got 10 cents to a quarter into each of them. Probably not even that. But this one is Briar Rabbit gets ticked. He doesn't get ticked. Briar Rabbit gets tricked. But it's a Disney book. He probably is ticked. They took his ride down at Disney. And it's sold for $15. This is a Commonwealth holiday teddy. Actually says his name is Teddy Bearman. Has a tag. He's 22 inches. A drop shipper is buying this one. They actually sent me a message asking to see if I can put the order number on the box so it'll be easier for them to divvy it up. They paid a good chunk for it. This one sold for almost $38. And I believe they spent like another $40 on shipping. So this is part of my cousin's estate, and she actually did sell another one of these a month and a half ago for a little bit more. But sorry, we just got to chuckle on this next one. This is 2 more Christmas hats from my cousin's estate. Christina, a lot of them together. They're brand new tag. These sold last night for $11.24. The funny thing was they're cloth, and they sent me a message saying make sure I pack them carefully. I don't know how much more careful you can get with beaten cloth. This was probably about 10 o'clock last night. But then about 2 o'clock in the morning, they sent me a message saying, please ship out ASAP. I need them for work. Hopefully, they'll get there in time for her work, and she's satisfied. But I will pack them carefully. All right, we have another Star Wars figure. This was that lot that hopefully you guys have seen. We got the play set and about 20 figures for $15, and we're down to, I just counted them, we're down to 5 figures after this one. Probably on the 10 or 15 other figures we sold. I think the cheapest one was like $12 all the way up to the Yoda that was $235, and then playset sold for $90. So on that $15, we're probably $400 into it, I would guess. They were all original Star Wars figures, and a lot of them have weapons as well. This one's Han Solo, and he comes with his blaster. I don't know if you can see it or not. But it's so funny because we just got done watching them all. He sold for $20. That just adds to the bottom line. So I can't complain. Clown alert, clown alert. Turn around, because I know people don't like clowns. But this one's actually cute. This one is a Dynasty doll collection. Her name is Bubble. Blonde hair, porcelain. We got her at a church sale soon after we moved here. We probably got 7 or 8 of them. $3 a piece, I believe. This one sold for $18.71. But this one is actually kind of cute. She's got little balloons all over her outfit. It's safe to look again. Here is a Tommy Bahama button-up. We got this at a thrift store. It was $5 fill a bag with clothing, where we got all the scrub tops. So, you know, it's 10 cents a piece roughly. But this one's not bad. It's kind of calm compared to some other shirts I've seen that are Hawaiian-like. But this one sold for $11.24. This is a holiday teddy bearman. It's Commonwealth, 32 inches. We sold one like this before. This is actually from a drop shipper. They just wanted me to make sure I put the item number on the outside of the box so it's easier for them to find. But with it being on sale, they end up paying $37.49. But not too bad. This is part of my cousin's estate, so this money will go back to the family. So Christina and I were sitting around last night watching Chris Old School Pickers' latest video. And he got to a point where he had a G.I. Joe playset that he had sold for $200. And then he went on in the video a little bit. Then he showed what really happened. The guy canceled because he had bought one. He didn't receive it. But at the same time he bought it from Chris, he received it. So he had a canceled order. It's a $200 order that Chris no longer has. And as soon as I saw that the guy canceled the order, I looked at Christina. I'm like, man, that sucks. I said, you know, that's a good sell. Well, not even 10 seconds later, it's not as good as Chris had, but $200 that he had canceled. This was like a $30 one, I think it was. But this is a wrapping paper tub with a lid. Not even 10 seconds after Chris made the comment, ours got a cancellation notice saying they no longer need it. So, Chris, if you're watching, no more curses. So, that's our luck. I know Chris didn't have nothing to do with it, but it's just kind of funny that it wasn't even 10 seconds after Chris said he got his canceled. So I thought it was kind of funny, but it's frustrating. So this is only a $30 item. I can only imagine how Chris feels on a $200 item, even though what he has is much cooler than the plastic tub. But yeah, sorry about that, Chris. It sucks anytime a good sale like that gets canceled. But no more curses, man. Come on. That was everything for the week, Monday through Thursday. I will probably go ahead and run this stuff over to the post office and get it all sent out so I don't have to worry about it anymore, and then start looking forward to the weekend and getting it going. We got some changes coming in the shop here. Trying to make it more efficient for us. It's been a little bit cold, so Christina's going to set a desk up in the house where it's a little bit warmer. She's going to list from there unless it's nice out, and then she'll come down here and list. But you'll see a couple little changes here and there. I'm trying to make it more efficient, trying to get cleaned up more. So stick around, watch for our next What Sold, and see what changes we got.